the good life, full of fun.
Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. Another big exciting day in my kitchen. What are we making? I will tell you what we are making. We are making a chocolate mousse. Should we edit that part out? We probably should edit that part out. But we're gonna make chocolate mousse. I'm telling you, I got a recipe for chocolate mousse that will just knock your socks off. I mean, literally, your taste buds are gonna pop off your tongue. That's what I'm talking about. So, you know, there's a traditional style for chocolate mousse, and we're gonna add the Cooking Italian with Joe, forget about it style, to really give you something that's unique and creamy and airy. It's gonna be absolutely delicious. So the word mousse actually comes from the French word foam. So one of the characteristics that you want to have in mousse is you want it foamy, you want it light. It's going to be light and airy. So there's a couple of techniques I want to share with you on how to do that. All right, so let's go over ingredients. So what I've got here is 6 egg yolks. I've got 6 egg whites, okay? I've got 8 tablespoons unsalted, ideally, of butter. If you don't have unsalted butter, you can use salted butter, but obviously you're not going to add any salt, and you won't be able to control the salt content, okay? Now what I've got here is I've got a 1/4 cup of sugar. Now I've got 2 tablespoons of white sugar, and I've got 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. So brown sugar is going to bring that molasses content, so it's going to deepen and add a richness to the mousse that you traditionally don't get. Now we've got 8 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate, okay? So really good chocolate content, high quality, do the best you can. Pinch of salt because I have unsalted butter, okay? So 1 teaspoon of vanilla, high quality, get the best quality you can, obviously. Another little just gem, not only the brown sugar, is we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of espresso, okay? Now what's gonna happen here is the espresso, you won't even really taste coffee in this mousse, but what you're gonna do is the espresso coffee enhances the chocolate flavor, right? So remember I said we're gonna get the taste buds to explode, to pop, right? Got a couple more gems to share with you, okay? We're gonna use about a 1/4 cup, give or take, but a 1/4 cup of mascarpone cheese. Absolutely phenomenal, okay? And that's gonna add that richness to it, and I'll show you how to add that in. And then one of my favorite here, nutmeg, and a breath of nutmeg. Again, the nutmeg you won't even taste. No one will have it by that breath and go, oh, there's nutmeg in there. But again, nutmeg or salt, what they do is they enhance the flavors of other things. And it's one of my favorite secret ingredients, okay? We're gonna add some lemon. Now we're gonna add just a little bit of a lemon to the egg whites. So we're gonna whip the egg whites. So a lot of times people use cream of tartar. I always try to do the old Italy way. So we're gonna use a little bit of lemon, the acid, to help stabilize that egg white. That's where that comes from. And olive oil. Now listen, you're not gonna add olive oil to this dish. It's one of the few dishes where you're not. But I have a farm in Italy, Vito and Joe's. We make our own olive oil, and it is the best olive oil, in my opinion, you're ever gonna have in the world. And it's a great way to have a bottle of Italy right in your own kitchen. It's grassy, earthy, it's peppery. Grab yourself a bottle for your friends, your family, any occasion, right on our Amazon, or you can go right on our Facebook page or right on our Cooking Italian with Joe page, okay? So what do you say we get started? The first thing I want to do is I want to start warming up the chocolate. And what you're gonna also need to do is you're gonna need to subscribe to our channel. So hopefully I've earned a subscription from you. If you can, right down into that bottom left-hand corner, click that subscribe button. I guarantee you, your mousse will always come out better with a subscription to Cooking Italian with Joe. The key here is slow. So I've got a double boiler, and I've got glass over the top of the hot water, okay? But the water's not boiling, and I don't want the bottom of the glass to touch the water, okay? What I'm looking for is warmth. That's all I'm looking for, okay? High quality chocolate's gonna melt very easily along with the butter, and we're gonna be able to incorporate everything else right in here. We're only gonna leave it on here for like a minute or two, and then we're gonna take it off. First thing we're gonna do is throw our chocolate in. Now I'm gonna hold 1 bar left. I'm gonna hold 1 chocolate left just to use as a finishing on the top. And I've got 8 tablespoons of butter. Our chocolate and butter are fully melted, so you don't wanna do anything else. One of the most important aspects is to melt your chocolate. Now again, slow and low. You don't want to overcook the chocolate or burn it, okay? And then as soon as the chocolate is now melted and fully incorporated, the next item we want to pop in there is mascarpone cheese. I'll do a little French accent and mix the cheese into the chocolate, okay? And then this should fully melt, no problem. Now the key here is you want to put everything in here first and then take it off the heat. And then we're going to let it cool as we whip up the eggs. Okay, and that way when you put the eggs in there, it's going to be about room temperature. Our cheese is fully incorporated. Now I'm going to pop in my coffee. I'm going to put in just a pinch of salt. I'm going to add some vanilla. I'm going to add my nutmeg. Oh, perfect. My friend, to you, it is a French and Italian mix. Okay, I've got my sugar. Now my brown sugar, I'm telling you, another just absolute way to add phenomenal. Now I'm going to shut my heat off, and I want that sugar to fully dissolve in there. Oh, this smells so good. This is, I'll stop. Is it gotten to the point you can't even watch it anymore? Is how bad I am? Okay, so this is great. One mistake I made when I was sharing that with you, I want to hold back just a little bit of the sugar. So about an eighth of the cup of sugar I put in here, and the eighth of the cup I'm going to save a little bit of that for the egg whites and a little bit of that for the egg yolks. Okay, so I apologize about that, all right? Remember, mousse is airy, it's foamy, right? So we want to add more foam, or as much foam to this as we can, and trying to stay traditional to the original French recipe, we're going to want to add air by creaming the eggs with sugar, and then we're going to basically whip our egg whites. So we're going to fold that within our mixture, okay? So the first thing I want to do is cream my egg yolk. So I'm going to take essentially my 6 egg yolks, and now my sugar. So I'm going to put about half of that sugar in there, and I'm going to cream it. And that's all we're going to do here. Now we're going to lower my whip, and I'm going to let this run probably for about 5 to 8 minutes. We're going to start it off nice and slow. You can't overdo this, so don't rush this, okay? Look at that. See how it's like ribbon, stringy? Next, I got egg whites. So I've got my 6 egg whites, so I'm going to pop them in here. The key to great egg whites, you want your bowl really clean, okay? Beat her really clean. You want everything really clean. I want to get this going first before I add any sugar or any stabilizer. In this case, it'll be our lemon. Now we've got some froth in there. See how the egg whites are starting to froth? So I'm going to add my lemon. Okay, a couple tablespoons. That's going to stabilize. That's old Italian way there. And I'm going to add my sugar. That's going to help me create that nice, beautiful meringue. Look at these beautiful egg whites. Look how gorgeous these are. So these are right now to a stiff peak. See that nice stiff peak you got there? I did put the chocolate in the refrigerator. Again, you got to be really careful. You don't want it set up. First thing we want to incorporate is the egg yolk. Is that just, look how it comes out like a ribbon. Isn't that beautiful? I'm going to use a wire whisk here. We'll kind of gently fold it. Now I'm going to take about maybe a third of the egg whites, and again I'm going to use that whisk just to slowly incorporate. Remember, it's all about the foam, it's all about the mousse. Fold it in with the whisk. The key here is not to overdo it. See right there, you're fully incorporated, you're done. Listen, you can do whipped cream out of a can. I get it. I understand maybe, you know, it's quick, it's easy, it's fast, but I'm telling you, nothing, and I mean nothing tops off a dessert. Nothing gives you just deliciousness other than homemade whipped cream. I got 1.5 cups, I can't talk, 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream. You gotta have that high fat content, okay? 1 teaspoon of vanilla, high quality vanilla if possible, 1/4 of a cup of whole granulated sugar. We've got right here 1/4 cup, about 4 tablespoons of mascarpone cheese. That's the little secret Italian, you know, little jibe. Cooking Italian with Joe style, right? And what do I got here? I've got lemon. Now I'm gonna do just a hint of a very fine, you want a fine shredder. We want to do a little bit of a rind. I mean, just like 2 or 3 little breaths of it, and a breath, and I mean less than a pinch of nutmeg. So I'm going to throw my cold, heavy cream right in the bowl. The only thing that's not really cold, but it's cool, is my cheese. I don't want to rock hard. I'm not going to put anything else right away, okay? I'm going to put this down, and then what I'm going to do is start to whip. Now I'm about halfway there. I'm going to put my sugar in. I'm going to put my nutmeg in. Yeah, I know. Awesome. I'm going to put my vanilla in. And last but not least, again, I'm just going to take a grater, and I'm telling you, just like about 4, 5, depending on how much you got coming off. Just a little bit of lemon. One, it's going to help stabilize, but what it's also going to do, it just gives you that fresh brightness without overpowering the whipped cream. That's some whipped cream. Presentation, how do we do it? So ramekins are really common, which are great. You can do a bowl, that's kind of my portion right there. But I also love to put it in some type of a glass. So we're gonna have a little dinner party later, so I definitely wanna put it in a glass. That way it certainly shows the mousse through the glass. Plus, when you leave it about 2/3 of the way up and you put that whipped cream on there, you can see the chocolate, and then we're gonna shave a little bit of that chocolate on top. Oh, it's gonna be absolutely delicious. Trick here, make sure your spoon fits in the glass, okay? So I'm just gonna pull it over and oh, it's perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill these. I've got 8 of these puppies to go. I'm gonna fill them up. I'm gonna put them in the fridge. I'm gonna put the whipped cream on top and then shave it with a little chocolate. Oh, it will be so delicious. Are you kidding me? And then you're just gonna take that microplaner with that little piece of chocolate. Unbelievable. You see how light and airy that is? Can you guys see that? Oh, that looks good. Oh yeah. Mmm. Oh my God. Remember I told you that your taste buds were gonna pop? Woo! That is good. So I'm taking that perfect bite, you know, with the whipped cream, and I'm coming in off that chocolate mousse, and you know, the chocolate is so deep. It's deep. There's a depth to it because I added the coffee, but you can't taste the coffee. And you know, you got the vanilla. There's just the right amount of sweetness. It's not over sweet. Mmm. Oh yeah. And you can't taste the nutmeg, but it just brings everything to the forefront. And just, I won't even say there's a citrus, but you can just taste something. You know what I mean? Your tongue is just like something. Would it be rude to just eat this whole thing right in front of you? That by far is the best. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that is the world's greatest recipe for chocolate mousse. I, as an Italian, have superseded the French. That's what I've done. Heck with Pepe Le Pew, you know what I'm saying? But that's fantastic, such a great recipe. So much fun to share that recipe with you know, others. Certainly share our videos with other people. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to spend some time with your family in the kitchen. As much as possible, set those traditions, celebrate your heritage. I have the most vivid, beautiful, wonderful memories with my grandmother, what I'd give to be with her today. My father, my brother, my sisters, I mean, just absolutely fantastic. My mom, the greatest baker you'd ever want to meet in the kitchen. And, you know, to share those memories always that I get to carry with me and to share some of these great recipes with you every week, it is truly such an honor, and I so much enjoy it. Thanks so much, guys. Don't forget to grab yourself a bottle of olive oil on Amazon, Facebook, or on our website. Don't forget to share our videos. Spread the word. Get Cooking Italian with Joe out there. And please don't forget to subscribe. Until next week, guys. Mwah. Buon appetito.
A good life, full of fun.